Good morning, card fighters, and welcome to day 2, episode 2 of Vanguard Card of the Day. Blaster Dark Ryan here, and today we're covering double R card, Reijy. Yep, this card gained a bit of popularity after episode 2 of the anime, where Ren Suzugamori decided he was going to use Dark Irregulars against Kenji. Ended up losing, but then Kenji had just pulled in his ultimate great Dayusha. So, what makes this card brilliant? Well, it's a Dark Irregular, so as I'm sure you can imagine, it's going to be involving something to do with a huge soul. And you wouldn't be wrong. The effect goes, if the number of Dark Irregulars in your soul is 15 or more, it gets an extra 2 criticals, which makes it, late game, you're going to have 3 critical all the time, and your opponent's really going to want to guard that every turn. As well as that, when it's placed on the Vanguard circle, you get to choose one of your rear guards and put 3 copies of the same card into the soul. So, for example, you place it down, you've got a Demon Bike of the Witching Hour behind it. You take your 3 other Demon Bikes out your deck, put them in your soul, and that's, you've got 3 extra soul for building up for the other skill, and you've also just put 3 cards into your soul called Demon Bike of the Witching Hour, so that's an extra 6,000 power that goes onto the Demon Bike. That's going to give you a 12,000 boost on top of the 10k that Reijy gets. That's 22k column with possibly 3 crit later on in the game. It's not what your opponent wants to be seeing. Other than that, Reijy doesn't actually do anything as a rear guard at all, so I wouldn't recommend using him as a rear guard at all. However, I do recommend you do run multiples of this, purely for the fact that you can soul stack easily by riding them on top of each other. Choose a different rear guard every time to have different cards. Also, remember, if you're playing decks like this that are overall aggressive, Dark Irregulars, you want to be running things like Doreen the Thruster. Because if you're putting things in your soul all the time like that, then you're going to want to do that. Point has to be made though that Doreen the Thruster's ability will not activate when you put cards into your soul from Reijy's effect, because it's in the ride phase and not the main phase. So, what else do you want to run with Reijy? I'd recommend using Reijy and possibly Amon, or definitely run Flirtatious Succubuses, because again, into the soul charging. Anything that will help you get to 15 soul very quickly is an excellent ally to have with Bladewing Reijy. Flirtatious Succubuses. Triggers can be helpful as well, using the critical trigger that lets you put itself into the soul for an extra 3k boost to one of your units. Some might wonder, well, why are you doing that? Why are you giving up a possible 10k shield? I'd imagine that if you're going to put your criticals into your soul like that, hopefully you'd think that you'd be making final turn or wouldn't need the guard at all. Or maybe you've just got a huge hand and you can guard anyway, I don't know. There's plenty of options. But I do like Bladewing Reijy, and not just because Ren Suzugamori used it. I did use this deck for a while myself, and I did enjoy using it. It just happened that it wasn't winning as much as I wanted to. So, like I said, get 15 soul, give it plus 2 critical, 3 critical every turn. Eventually, you're gonna exhaust. It also doesn't need any counterblast, so you're free to put in any other cards in the deck that do counterblast. Any other rear guards, because, well, you don't need them much. There aren't that many cards in Dark Irregulars that do need. You could run like Gwyn the Ripper's for retire, or basically run anything you like that uses a counterblast, because this card isn't going to be using your damage at all. Or, you know, just save it up and in late game run Death Anchor. In any case, I do like this card, and hopefully, if you like it too, use it. Try a Dark Irregular played with Reijy build. Most people build Amon that I know of, so try that. Okay, and that's going to be all for today. Really, not got much to say. Tomorrow, hopefully, there might not be one of these tomorrow, because I'm expecting my 4 boxes of Blue Storm Armada to come in, and I'll be doing box opening videos. So it depends how I feel after I've done those. There are cards I do want to profile from set 8. I was going to do one today, but I decided I didn't want to do too many Blue Storm Armada cards before the official release. So if I do feel like doing one tomorrow after my unboxings, or the cards are delayed and don't arrive tomorrow, then I'll tell you for certain that the card tomorrow will be Storm Rider Basil, Aquaforce Grade 2. I'll probably do a situation where I profile both it and its Grade 3 counterpart Storm Rider Diamantis. So that's that, and as before, you can subscribe if you want to see more of these, and leave comments on other cards you want to see me talking about. I'll take a look, and if there's anything that seems very, very popular, then by all means I'll profile them. Also, just wanted to give a shout out to a certain eBay seller that I've been using a lot lately. Very reasonable prices, I believe. Not often you'll find a Halo Shield Mark for £14. So I'll put an annotation link with the eBay shop. It's called World of Vanguard is the seller name. Very, very good seller. I've used them multiple times in the past. So that's all, and I will see you tomorrow with some sort of video. Later. Peace out.